there right now thinking 2026 is far away. You're thinking you got time. You're thinking next month, next quarter, next year. Let me tell you something right now. 22/6 is being built today, every single day. You're laying bricks. The question is, what are you building? Are you building a fortress or are you building a prison? Because right now, this moment, you are the architect of everything that's coming. Here's what nobody wants to hear. Most people won't build anything in 2026 because they're not building anything today. They're consumers. They're scrollers. They're watching other people's highlight reels while their own foundation crumbles. You want the new architecture? You want that new life, that new business, that new body, that new mindset? Then you got to understand something fundamental. Architecture requires blueprints. It requires vision. It requires showing up to the construction site when it's cold, when it's dark, when nobody's watching, when nobody cares. If you're feeling this right now, if something inside you is already waking up, smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. Make that your first brick today, your first commitment to yourself. What's the difference between someone who transforms their life and someone who stays stuck? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not connections. It's the willingness to tear down the old structure. See? Most people want to renovate. They want to put new paint on rotten walls. They want to add a room to a crumbling foundation. But that ain't how this works, bro. The new architecture of 2026 requires demolition first. You gotta be willing to look at your current life and say, this isn't working. These habits aren't working. This mindset isn't working. These relationships aren't working. And then you gotta have the courage to tear it down. I failed more times than I can count. I've started businesses that crashed. I've had relationships fall apart. I've looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. But here's what I learned. Every failure was demolition. Every setback was clearing a lot. Every disappointment was making room for something better. You cannot build a skyscraper on a foundation meant for a shed. You understand what I'm saying? Drop a comment right now. Tell me what old structure you're ready to demolish. What habit? What mindset? What excuse? Make it public. Hold yourself accountable. The daily process. This is where everybody falls off. This is where dreams go to die. Not in some dramatic moment of failure, but in the quiet mornings when you don't feel like it. Building 2006 means you wake up tomorrow and you lay a brick. Just one brick. Maybe you read for 30 minutes. Maybe you work out. Maybe you work on that business plan. Maybe you have that hard conversation. One brick. Then the next day, another brick. And another. And another. You know what the problem is? People want the building without the building process. They see someone's finished mansion and think it appeared overnight. Nah, bro. That mansion took years of early mornings, years of saying no to comfort, years of grinding when nobody believed, years of laying bricks in the rain. Let me ask you something real. What did you build last year? Not what did you consume? Not what did you plan? What did you actually build? If you're honest with yourself and that answer hurts good, let it hurt, because pain is information. Pain is telling you something needs to change. Share this video right now. Send it to someone who's been sleeping on their potential. Someone who needs this wake-up call. Be the person who sparks their transformation. Do it now. The new architecture isn't just about your external life. It's about rewiring your internal structure. Your thoughts are the foundation. Your habits are the walls. Your discipline is the roof that protects everything. Most people got leaky roofs, cracked foundations, and they're wondering why storms keep destroying their life. 2006 is coming whether you're ready or not. The calendar doesn't care about your excuses. Time doesn't care that you're scared. The world doesn't care about your rough childhood or bad luck or whatever story you keep telling yourself. What matters is what you build with the time you have. Here's the blueprint. You ready? First, get clear on the vision. Crystal clear. What does your 2026 look like? Not vague hopes, specific architecture. What time do you wake up? What does your bank account say? What does your body look like? Who's standing next to you? Write it down. Make it real. Second word backwards. What needs to happen in 22/5 to make 2026 possible? What needs to happen this month? What needs to happen this week? Foundation first, then frame, then walls, then roof, then details. You cannot install windows when you ain't even poured the concrete. Third, and this is where most people completely fail, you gotta become the person who builds that life. Not just do the actions, but become that architect. The person who builds a 500K business thinks different than the person who's broke. The person with the incredible physique has different habits than the person on the couch. You gotta kill the old version of you. Every single day, a small death. Every single day, a small rebirth. If this is hitting different, if you feel that fire building inside you like this video right now, show the algorithm this content matters, help other builders find this message. The obstacles? Man, they're coming. I guarantee you, between now and 22 and 6, you're gonna face stuff that makes you wanna quit. Financial setbacks, relationship drama, health scares, self-doubt that creeps in at 2 a.m. Here's what you need to understand. Obstacles are part of the architecture. They're stress tests. They're building inspections. Make the structure stronger if you don't let them break you. Every time I wanted to quit, and trust me, there were many times I asked myself one question: what happens if I stop building? The answer was always the same. Nothing. Absolutely nothing changes. I stay exactly where I am, or I slide backwards. That terrified me more than any obstacle ever could. You weren't born to live a small life. You weren't born to settle. You weren't born to look back at 2026, 2030, 2040 and wonder what could have been. You were born to build something. Something meaningful. Something powerful. Something that outlasts you. The new architecture isn't just about you. It's about what you create for your family, your community, the next generation. What are you going to leave behind? So here's my challenge to you, right here. Right now, for the next 365 days, you become an architect, you become a builder, you become someone who lays bricks when it's hard, when it's inconvenient, when nobody's watching, when nobody believes. You build anyway. Can you promise me that? Can you promise yourself that? Not perfection, progress, daily progress. Stack those days, stack those bricks. If this hit you different today, if something woke up inside you, then prove it right now. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on all notifications. Not for me, for you. Every notification becomes your reminder that you made a decision today. You fix. Like this video. Comment below what you're building in 2026. Make it public. Make it real. Because when you declare something out loud, you can't hide from it. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. The new architecture starts now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when conditions are perfect right now. Pick up that first brick and build.